right. We good.
Y'all get it on y'all ends?
Yep.
Do a mic check.
Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2.
Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2.
Mic check 1
Sounds good on y'all end?
2. Yeah.
We're
Mic
going to
check
start
one,
the show off
mic check
with
1 2.
the play of the night.
Phone in number gonna be my number, guys.
I guess.
I don't know. Are we going to do call-ins tonight?
I didn't tell nobody.
Probably not. We need to get in and
Yeah,
out of here. It's been a
because
long
I got to
week.
work in the morning. So the best thing, instead of having that, we could.
With a capital A.
Go feed Espen. I hear him crying. Look, speaking of the devil.
Wow.
Y'all got y'all's up.
Not yet.
Look, baby girl, I got your water. You don't look happy. Who got
What's the matter, Bubba?
Who got the scores? Okay.
You can jam on, man.
What game did they just showing? Were they showing? That game was Basile versus Hamilton Christian.
The last play of the game.
The last play of the game.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to our recap show tonight. What a night of high school football. Folks, we done lost about 30 games tonight. Throughout the whole panel, I guarantee it's 20 plus freaking losses. What a week. It is high school football once again. The Crow did not win for a question there. A lot to talk about in short period of time. I'm going to start off with reactions from my right all the way down to my left. Mr. Donald, reactions in week 4 here. What a crazy night of upsets like crazy.
Yes, sir. Upset. Jordan, I mean, hey, the last game tonight, the last play of the game, man. Basile and Hamilton Christian. I know my friend over there. He need a big show to the crowd. I'll be there tomorrow, Dexter. Go ahead.
I was at Catholic Point Compete and the Basile game. They're both awesome games this week, and you just have to watch the streams because there's no other way of explaining it.
Gary?
Jordy, I mean, I didn't get a chance to go last night, but I watched the last 6 minutes of the game, and I was amazed then. Tonight, being there was more exciting. Like I said, Hamilton Christian, the only thing I could say is I feel sorry for that team because they were ahead the entire game until the last play.
And what play they called?
It was the only pass play they completed that Basile completed.
The only
pass play that they completed. And
come on,
number 21 for Basile caught it, and he just sprint to the pylon and run it in. Like I said, I felt so sorry for him, but that was a game that you feel sorry no matter. Somebody has to lose.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh my God, So I'm gonna tell you, high school football excitement this year starting off to where I'm gonna tell you, I've never been as excited to see high school sports.
Gary, the last 3 games that Under the Lights has covered. Let's go over them real quick. Westminster versus Hanson Memorial, 4th and 10 game winner. Last night, Kinder versus Catholic of Point Capee, 4th down stop with under 20 seconds remaining. 1 point win there. Tonight, final play of the game, 1 point win on 4th down and 10. Guess what? That's 3 instant classics in a row that Under the Lights had the chance to cover. You just can't make this up. You cannot script this up.
They ain't gonna want us to go back.
no, they're gonna want us to go back. They're gonna be like, oh my, yeah, we win whenever. It's unbelievable, and I'm just glad to have been a part of it. Glad to have been a part of it.
Holden, initial thoughts seeing some of these scores.
It's just high school football. You always can say this team's guaranteed to win, but it's really not. Anything can happen. It's crazy.
Right, you're right.
Let's jump straight into. We're gonna go upsets and headlines at the end of the show, but let's jump straight into some of these scores.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Because it's some dandy of some scores. I just seen Mr. Travis Blaze join the chat. We got a lot to talk about with him because a big win tonight, keeping their undefeated win streak.
1-0.
Oh, yeah.
1-0.
Let's go through some of these scores, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to start things off with Central Catholic versus Ville Platte. Central Catholic rolled all over Ville Platte tonight, 53-0. Central Catholic gets their first win.
Wow.
Big win for Central Catholic.
Right. Well, this first win of the year.
You know who else got their first win of the year? Livonia Wildcats. They went down to White Castle and they beat White Castle 42-36 tonight.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming, but that must have been an exciting
They
game.
didn't score a single point too.
No. Look at that. 42 right then and there. How about the Red Devils of Port Barry heading down to Mamu this week? Could they pull it off? But Mamu Green Demons were too much at home. Final score 43-12. Our Red Devils fall again, Gary.
Well, they scored, so I don't know how it all is, but we just have to. I don't know what to say about the Red Devils. I love them to death and everything like that, but we're just really struggling right now.
Yes. How about the game we covered tonight? A potential game of the night caliber game. Final score, Basile 27, Hamilton Christian 26. That is Basile's first win of the year, and now they are 1-0 in district.
Yes, they are.
Could not believe that finish, Jordy, and I'm going to tell you right now, I just loved watching those kids, but I felt for the kids at Hamilton Christian. Like I said, they were just up, and then on that last play, it just came tumbling down. But that's high school football.
Yeah.
How about Oberlin and Gaydon? Oberlin gets it going tonight in a big fashion. 41-6, they hand it to Gaydon tonight. And once again, fellas, if you at any point you want to stop and talk about a potential game, the floor is yours.
Go ahead with it, bro.
Big shocker here, Donald. Northwest and Eunice. Eunice's homecoming was too much at the end because Eunice hangs 42 tonight on Northwest. Final score 42-12. What's his name? No.
Coach Edwards, I feel for you, Coach Edwards.
If Fondo's in the chat, we're gonna have to chat. Yeah, Edwards for sure.
Yeah, Coach Edwards, I think he came here with a nice game plan. You know, him and I talked about his game plan, and Coach, I feel for you. You know what you need to do to turn it around. You know that's the question. You know, wow. 42-12. I would say that's a big. I would call that upset.
I wouldn't go in the upset route. I would just go with the shocker route.
Yeah, it was a shocker.
Both teams were 1-2, so we didn't know who was going to win the game.
Right.
So that's a shocking
But
score.
I think we all picked Northwest.
Yeah, we did.
Sure did, huh? How about Acadiana Wrecking Rams? Could they get it going in week 4? 3 state champions they played back-to-back-to-back weeks. They come into homecoming night against Sulphur, and the offense got clicking tonight. They had a bad taste in their mouth. They hang 45 at home tonight and take down Sulphur 45-10.
Fear the veer, because it was working tonight.
Yes. How
Let
about
me
all
tell you
right?
something. It was due for them. And
Yeah.
I said it again. Don't let that record fool you guys. You know, Kid know what it is to take to win a game. They got it done tonight, and you know, honestly, guys, I don't see them winning the rest of the season. I mean, losing.
I don't see it.
I don't see it.
No, I don't
Especially
either.
after what I've seen tonight with Como and Lafayette.
Right. We're
What
gonna
you
talk, we'll
say?
talk about that later.
That's coming. That's
That's coming.
upsetting.
That's coming.
That's coming.
Me too.
All right.
How about our homeschool team out of Acadiana? Tough loss tonight on the road down in Texas. They played Evadale, and 32-10 was the final score. So looking to bounce back next week against Chef. So that is the way the defenders fell
That's a homeschool
tonight.
team playing at public school.
Right.
That's what it is. It's not a homeschool playing homeschool. That's homeschool playing public.
Right.
So your talent is different there. Your talent is different.
Right. Okay.
Next matchup, it was Block versus Pine Prairie. Pine Prairie not getting enough love for being 4-0, folks.
Pine Prairie is the real deal. They are playing well.
Prairie.
Did Big Block tonight?
Toronto scored 28-6 to move to 4-0. Big Donald, you believe in them now?
Yes.
There it
Well, I
is.
told y'all, Jordan. I told you because I know a couple of athletes, 28-6. I know a couple of athletes on the team. I mean, those guys are really playing some serious ball this season.
Oh, yeah,
You know,
you're
it's
right.
funny.
Yeah.
Pine Prairie would probably beat all of our schools that we went to.
Oh yeah. Probably right.
Next matchup, Grand Lake. Here we go. Well, we got a. Gabe Fontenot says on our first score tonight, Ashton DeVille fumbled the ball in the end zone. I somehow recovered it in the end zone. So big number 72 getting him a score tonight.
There we go.
There you go.
Some love for the lineman.
There you
That's
go.
Nah, they love
About
for the
time,
big,
huh?
they love for the big fella. I feel you, Gabe. You know, big fellas don't get enough love.
Grand Lake shuts out Maryville at home tonight, 34-0. Grand Lake rolling so far through 3 weeks.
You're right.
Basil's got Grand Lake next week
Yes.
at Grand Lake, so
That's gonna be
Thursday
hard.
it's
night
gonna be
football.
interesting.
Right.
There go my Bears. There
How
go my
about
Bears.
the Battling Bears? Love some Church Point football.
I do too.
Yeah.
What?
I do.
They hang 51 tonight, and they shut out Marksville at home.
You remind
Battling
me-
Bears 4-0, leaving off of where they left off in the semis from last year.
You're right.
3 state champions.
They
Potential.
It reminds me of
they
the
have- they have
A's
a chance.
OHS. That's what it reminds
Yeah.
me of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Next matchup, it was Lake Arthur and the Quincy, and a lot of us went Lake Arthur.
Right.
Well, a lot of us got this one wrong.
I said
Yeah.
that's what I said.
We got a
And we
lot
all
wrong
got it
tonight.
wrong.
And 35-0 was your final score, by the way.
The
Quincy beat Lake Arthur 35-0 tonight. Hello.
My gosh. That's all I can say.
Here's your coffee, boys.
How about North Vermilion looking for their first win, going to ERAF? ERAF big win last week. Would they get it done again tonight? Close win at home, 31-24. ERAF gets it done over North
There
Vermilion.
you go.
There you go. Yeah.
Next match up. You talk about upsets of the night.
Right,
This might be in later on tonight. Listen to this, Donald. Final score:
No.
winless Rain
Big
Wolves
Kaplan?
beats Kaplan tonight, 28-12.
No, huh?
28 to 12.
Oh, that's an upset, fella.
Hello.
Yeah.
That's
Holly,
an
what you
upset.
reading about over there? You shocked?
Huh?
Yeah, I got your shirt.
No.
Kaplan beat-
This week there is no
I mean,
shock.
Rain
Anything's
beat
happening.
Kaplan.
Look at that.
Huh?
Rain
Rain beat
0-3,
Kaplan.
Rain beat Kaplan.
Yes.
That just set up for just to set them on. That's coming up tomorrow, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Next
It's gonna be a good
match
one
up.
tomorrow. What's the animal?
It was Welsh and Pickering. That was Thursday night, but Welsh, oh my goodness,
Yeah, boy.
57-14 final score.
Jeez.
Welsh, one hiccup in the beginning of the season against Kinder, but they've been rolling ever since.
I know you
Yes,
haven't
they
said
have.
this game yet, but you know what game I want to go? Team I want to go see. I'd like to go see. They won again, big. The Boils.
We coming.
We coming.
We
We
coming.
coming. Relax. Relax.
It's coming.
Gonna have to get all of them a hat, Sam.
Yeah, man.
Next matchup, Abbeville, looking to stay perfect on the year. They would welcome in an athletic Northside football team on the road. Guess what? Abbeville too strong. Gets it done tonight.
Yeah, we're
Final
gonna have
score
problems next week.
25-0.
Them boys are good.
Them
too,
boys
man.
are good,
We're
buddy.
gonna have
Mr.
trouble.
Donald.
Tigers gonna have trouble next
Mr.
week.
Donald.
I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm listening.
Abbeville coming into town next
I'm
week
listening.
for homecoming.
My friend right here, my alumni telling me right here, and my other friend the far end telling me, I'm listening. We gonna beat Abbeville.
Hey,
I'm calling it
we'll
now.
talk
I'm,
about it. We'll
I'm
talk
pulling
about
the
it next
holder.
Wednesday.
I'm pulling the holder.
We'll talk about it Wednesday.
I'm pulling the
Wednesday,
holder.
We're gonna lay it on the law.
Or just gonna
What
beat.
does I'm pulling a holding mean?
Or just.
I go with smart picks. I don't go with,
Oh!
I don't go. I don't
Wait a
go
minute.
with. I don't go with my
I'm
heart.
pulling
Is
the
this
holder.
the same one that picked
I'm
Fountain
pulling
Blue?
the holder.
We were winning.
Yeah, you
Yeah, you were.
You got all of us to believe in Fountain Blue.
our
You
starting
got all
quarterback
of us
hurt.
to believe in Fountain Blue, and they're gonna lose.
Our starting quarterback got hurt. How's that my fault?
Excuses.
But you know what, Mr.
One
Donald?
player.
Abbeville's
come for the
gonna
whole
hang
team.
50 on y'all and beat y'all by 50.
alright,
I
alright.
love you though,
Okay.
Mr. Donald.
We all love each other, Mr. Don, but we
We're gonna hang 50.
I'ma go-
we're gonna be talking on
Hey,
that OHS.
I'm gonna be at Mr. Donald. We're gonna be at that
Look,
game,
look,
right?
look.
Oh,
Oh, we
we
love you,
all
Mr.
gonna be
Don.
at that
Look,
game,
look,
right?
look,
We're gonna be
we
covering it, right?
we love you, Mr. Don, but you know, just got the ass.
Mr. Donald, we're gonna be at that game, by the way.
Shoot.
Yeah, you know
Can
we
you
covering it,
imagine?
right?
We're covering
Can
it.
you
We're
imagine?
covering that game.
We covering that game?
Yeah, that's next Friday.
Yes, I don't want to be nowhere around you. I'm gonna be on the field.
Donald, could you imagine the recap show next Friday night?
Oh my God!
If y'all win.
If
Oh,
y'all-
we
if
win.
y'all
Ain't
win,
nobody be able to stay in here.
we ain't gonna be able to stand him. He gonna be talking from the beginning of the show to the end of the show. All
I want
about that
jambalaya
game.
at
gonna
the beginning of the
storm the
show. I
field.
want story. I want jambalaya at the end of the show.
Storm the field. Storm the field.
I tell you.
That's right.
Hello. Next matchup, it was St. Ed's putting their perfect record on the line, taking a trip down to Title Country
Let me ask
of
you guys
Evangel
something.
Christian Academy.
What will possess a coach to schedule a game like that? I mean,
PowerPoints.
PowerPoints.
Oh, yeah.
You
But-
need to do that, PowerPoint.
They done lost
win or
12 in a row.
lose. Win or lose.
Yeah, you get
You
get PowerPoints, win or lose.
again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Evangel beat St. Ed's.
So going up there, even though you lose, you still get some.
Even
You
though they
still get
lose.
recognition, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
They were supposed to win tonight because Evangel was on a 12-game losing streak.
Guess what?
Wow.
Yeah.
Evangel
won.
wins tonight over St. Ed's. Somebody make it make sense.
It don't.
It
What was
don't.
the score, man?
Final score 42-27. Evangel gets it done at home.
Seems like tonight's just a night of
Tonight's a rough night
Yeah,
for us.
tonight's a rough night for everybody on this
not a
panel.
rough night, just upsets.
Except for Holly, she's perfect.
Holly don't even know half the team. She just goes with whatever we don't
Tell
pick.
them about your lock of the night,
But
baby.
she has the lock of the night.
What's your lock of the night? I guess so. We've been talking about him every week.
It's only one. She only picks one game.
She picks one game. She's 2-1 on the year right now. Oak Grove let her down week 1.
I'm sick of you.
How about OC hitting the road, taking on Vinton? Vinton could not get it done at home. OC hangs 39 on them. Final score 39-7. I got that one wrong, folks. Everybody else got that one right.
Tell you what, I like OC's running game.
Yeah,
yeah,
it
yeah.
showed me off a little.
Yeah.
Showed off.
And I like the run, the passing game too.
Hey, guess
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Guess what? I know the next game we all got wrong.
Yeah.
How about St. Mary versus Oakdale? Final score, St. Mary 30, Oakdale 19. That was at Oakdale, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that one wrong.
I found out Mikey, my friend Mikey, a former student of mine, is coaching at Oakdale. I think right now. I feel him.
If anybody could reach out to Lee Isaac for me, tell him to give me a call. Lee Isaac. He have a son playing for Opelousas Catholic. We want to know what's that mojo all about.
Right.
So, OC right now is what, 3-1?
They are 3-1. Their only losses to VC And VC's only win is against OC this year. So how's that working for them right now with PowerPoints?
Not good.
They'd be like, wow, okay.
Next matchup, LCA continues to be the domination team they are. Final score 35-0 on the road tonight at St. Helena. You go to somebody's house and you shut them out. That
That's
speaks
it.
of LCA's program.
Yes.
Next, go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you, I think that St. Helena did something that most people, they only let them score 30.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, but LCA is a team to beat.
What was the score, fella?
35-0.
35-0.
How about Patterson putting their undefeated record on the line, heading down to A-Meat country? Could they get it done? They could not get it done at the Warriors. It was a final score 40-20. A-Meat gets it done.
I told y'all
Hey,
that,
beat
man.
Patterson. Wow. Okay, that's tomorrow. Okay.
40-12.
40-20. How about Cecilia Bulldogs? A very impressive team out the gate so far through 3 weeks. They would take on Crowley tonight. Crowley would hang 27 up on them, but Cecilia would crack the 40 mark once again another week. 46-27 final score.
Who was their first loss to? It was against somebody good, and they
They lost by what, 4? I don't
it
remember.
was somebody good.
Yeah, I don't remember.
That's the Celia one.
Yeah,
I'll have
46-27.
to look at my
46-27.
my page.
Thank you.
Next matchup. Would there be a hangover? We
Yeah.
said this Wednesday night. Would Lafayette use that win against Karen Crow to be their state championship? Or would they not have a hangover and handle business tonight? Donald, they had a hangover.
But honestly, I pick Lafayette because of the hangover, you know. But Como just showed us something. They better. There was a better
They
team
showed
tonight.
up and they defended their home turf.
They did.
That's basically it.
They did. Got much respect for Como.
I tell you what, you put that one down as an upset of the night also.
Yeah.
Final score. Como 31, Lafayette 29. You wasn't expecting to see that score, folks.
No, not at all.
How about Madison Prep heading down, taking on West Feliciana? Final score 34-21. Madison Prep, the defending state champ, stays undefeated.
Right.
I like to see. I'm glad the football program is coming around because the basketball program been like that for the past 6 or 7 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been all. I mean, you saw them play AAU ball.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, what more can we say, Keith? You know, I mean, you know, you have Madison Prep. They build a team. They summer league team.
Around the high school ball.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah.
Like a lot of these football domination legends,
Right.
schools build their football program around their youth.
Is that a
Right.
problem with that? No,
No.
because
No.
you have a team like
No.
Hub City, you know, which we know Keith. That's STM.
Yeah, it's the STM's minor
AAU.
league.
Yeah, you can see
minor league.
Yeah.
The D league.
Cause you know what?
basketball,
Let me
the
tell
D
you
league.
something. You got Beck. You got Beck.
What?
Beck, number 80 for LSU. You know he's played tight end for LSU.
Yeah.
But at the same time, during the summer, I was telling my wife 2 or 3 years ago, you could see him at Westminster playing basketball.
Yeah.
And what happened? They went to the state championship
Yeah.
and won. You know, that's how you carry a program.
And you
That's
see,
how you do.
when I was coaching 20 some odd years ago, AU ball, you see, still, we went to the Nationals one year, that year, and we met a team out of Atlanta, and they supported us and we supported them. We
Yeah.
didn't win, but
Yeah.
we didn't win a game, but we supported each other. We hung around each other at the gyms and stuff, and the kids got to know each other.
Yeah.
So they carried on a nice thing. So AU ball is good for that.
Yeah, it does because you could hear the same plays that Coach Danny Broussard runs at his gym. You can hear his coaches for AU basketball during the summer.
Yeah.
But the same plays,
Yeah.
5 out, 5 in, 5 out.
Yep.
You know the same thing. You hear him at the top 2 and 8, 5 out, 5 out.
Yeah.
You know, man, what's that telling you? The same thing.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry we got on basketball, folks. Didn't mean to.
Yeah,
That's coming soon. That's coming.
Back to you, Jart.
How about Loreauville, your potential 2A state champs? I said it. Yes, I did.
It's possible.
Potential
I'm calling it, Jart.
2A state
I'm
champs.
calling it.
You still got some horses down the road.
Yes, sir. Yes,
But
sir.
they are the real deal this year. Final score tonight. Loreauville 40. Oh my, I don't have a final score.
47.
I got a 47 twice right here. Find out final score for me, Holden.
I think it was 47-42. I'm gonna go make sure.
It
Yeah,
was really-
47-42.
It was really close.
I
47,
got 47 wrote down twice.
No, it should be 42. not
Okay,
47.
final score 47-42. Loreauville beats
Oh,
Franklin
yeah, dude.
in a shootout.
My bad.
Yeah, that's a game of the night caliber right there. Next
no
up, how about
defense on
the
that field.
Westminster Christian Academy with Travis Blaze?
He right here.
Hello, 1-0. They go on the road tonight. Do you want a statement win, Gary? Because
Yeah.
they just had a statement win tonight to prove to themselves that they are truly a 4-0 football team. Final score, Westminster 42, Ascension Christian 21, folks. Congratulations to Crusader
One more
Nation.
thing. One more the people have to say. You know, but what they have to say, district coming.
Yeah.
District. I mean, fellas, it's gonna be a battle in that district. You
That's
have
a
Westminster,
tough
Sacred
district.
Heart.
Yeah,
you
you're
have
right.
Catholic Percopete. You know, you have.
That's gonna be a good game.
Oh,
That's
man.
gonna be a good
you
game.
know, that's gonna put me. That's
I watched
gonna,
Point Compete Thursday night, and they got a good team.
That's gonna put me right there on the shelf. Was where I'ma fall off the shelf. This right there. Was,
Yeah.
You know. You know, you have two guys. You have two guys that's running the program to the T. Eric. T.
Got it.
Yeah. I got you. You know, I really enjoy. I really like those programs. And what we gonna do? You know, you got North
Broadcast the
Central.
game and support each team.
Yep. You
That's
got
it.
North Central, WCA. You got Catholic Percopete. You have Sacred Heart. And who else we have in there? We have OC.
See, that's gonna be another game too.
Yeah.
That's
You know, that's 5 teams in that district. You know.
yeah.
Yeah. Wait, Jordan.
right.
I'm sorry.
Let's see. Next matchup, it was
O'Shane and Grant.
Boshan and Grant. I heard it lived up to the hype of the undefeated here.
And overtime.
This one ended in overtime. Boshan got close there at the end, could not get it done in overtime. Grant escapes and survives at their home turf tonight. Final score 42-36. What a game.
It was. We were on our way home. We found out that they scored.
Let me see if I can get Coach Marcus on the line.
How about the battle of the undefeateds here?
Yo, it's too late, right? Okay.
Rose Pine versus Sacred
Not
Hearts.
Okay.
We'll do it Wednesday.
All right.
3-0 versus 3-0. This one did not live up to the hype. Rose Pine is that football team, ladies and gentlemen.
So Rose Pine beats Sacred Heart?
Right.
Rose
Oh, yeah.
Pine
Wow.
beat Sacred Heart 55-18. Woo-hoo.
They spanked me on that
55.
one.
They hung
They
55
They
points.
spanked me on that one, guys. I was
So
so
Be
pulling
Sacred
for
Heart's best
Sacred
team
Heart
in
on
a
that
while,
one.
too.
We were just talking about that on the way back. We all picked got some picks wrong. We got a lot of them wrong tonight. This week it's unbelievable.
Next matchup was Holly's lock of the week. Tweet about it because she got this one correct this week. She told y'all this was her lock, and you go with her lock, and it was Avoyelles on the road, putting their undefeated streak alive against Bunkie. Bunkie also undefeated, but Avoyelles too strong. 54-13 on the road tonight.
These guys,
Jesus Christ.
They
these
are-
guys have, from what I've seen with scores, I don't care about competition they played or what. They have to have a top 5 offense in the state.
Oh.
So
Most definitely.
Holden, you telling me that Avoyelles is all that?
Of all,
Hell yeah.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
even if you're playing bad, dude, you scoring. Dude, I like to see their last 2-3 games they've
Yeah,
averaging
yeah.
50 points a game.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
50 or
Their
more.
offense is
that's
clicking on all
impressive
cylinders.
regardless who you play.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Their offense is clicking on all cylinders right now. It's just.
I mean, look,
unbelievable.
Monkey was 2-0, so I mean, you just beat a good team supposedly.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So I mean, man, you hanging 54 like that. Then their defense, it's not like their defense is bad. They're also holding the teams under 20. If you can hold a team nowadays to under 20 points a game, you have a good chance to win.
I hear you.
Oh, I agree. I agree with you on that.
How about Karen Crow and Ruston? The records of this matchup made this game not as hyped up as what it should have been. But two good football teams playing down in Ruston tonight, and Karen Crow gave Ruston all they could handle tonight. Final score, Karen Crow just on the outside. Final score 38-35. Ruston survives at home.
That's another.
I'm
team
good.
people
I'm good for
sleeping on.
Cam Crow. I'm happy for Cam Crow. I really am. I'm happy for them. Because they showed the state of Louisiana that, hey, we still good. We still got
Right.
that talent.
Oh,
You know?
I still think that they're going to win their district. I still think that they're going to go.
I think so,
You
yeah.
know, they're in the
Yeah.
STM district.
Why?
I won't say that just because we have a
Watch.
truck driver whose son goes there and he's not even confident.
Well,
Wow.
who's in that district? guys?
St. Thomas More.
St. Thomas More,
Yeah.
Cam Crow.
You got
Yeah.
St. Martinville.
St.
No, I don't think they're in
No.
that district.
We have to look.
We'll have to look. Next matchup, it was Scotlandville and Edna Carr. You
This
boy,
was
you
a
had
good
some
game.
points scored tonight in this one.
This one was
Come
rocking.
on, man.
Oh yeah.
Final score, the Carr gets it done 48-33 over Scotlandville tonight.
Scotlandville was ahead.
I called that one.
That
I got one
that tells
right.
me that Scotlandville's good, but that means Edna Carr's a lot better.
Oh yeah.
How about Westgate and St. Martinville from Thursday night? Westgate gets it done at home 39-21. Who saw this one coming?
I didn't.
I did.
I picked St. Martinville.
Fellas, honestly, St. Martinville gonna take this district.
Oh, I'm sure.
So the
St.
district,
Martinville.
yeah.
Yeah, but Westgate just gave it to them. They had too much for them.
Come on, man.
Oh yeah.
Westgate beat St. Martinville.
And it was at Westgate. So
What's the score, man?
39-21.
Westgate.
I've never seen
21,
nobody lately to
St.
put 39 points on St. Martinville.
Me neither. It's been a while.
No, not 39 points. Yeah.
Well, since our time of the day.
We
But-
did. Yeah, we did.
How about
Yeah,
De La
they were in our
Salle
district.
and Lake Charles College Prep? What a
That's another
game.
That's another good game.
De La Salle gets it done on the road. They take down Lake Charles College Prep 29-26 tonight. You want drama? Brother Martin and Jesuit had it. Final score, Brother Martin gets it done in
Charles
overtime.
Curtis, huh?
20-14 over
Oh,
Jesuit.
Okay. Thank you, man.
Throw some cheese on that.
20-13, bro.
Yeah.
20-14 in overtime. Brother Martin gets it
Brother
done.
Martin beat.
How about Notre Dame and Turlings? Could Turlings finally get over the Notre Dame hump?
Well, according to my friend right here, they did.
They finally
Finally
did
did.
in
a big way.
fashion.
Come on,
34-21 at home. Turlings gets it done.
I had them picked, and then I just went with Notre Dame. When I was at Academy shopping, I guess it was homecoming. Turlin's football team was there. I guess they was picking outfits and something. Dude, you should see how big them boys are. They're big.
One of them worked out with us at the health club, my baby.
They
That big kid that walked in Thursday afternoon.
they got a
That kid, oh
sophomore
my God.
quarterback. It's supposed to be legit. I
Uh-huh.
heard him on the radio talking, and all them guys said they expect a big win tonight. So I think Turlins, you might be looking at it.
Turner's got a chance to take
They
it.
got it.
You know, make
This
a
is
run.
their year.
Turn.
Them boys are big, bro.
And they in OHS in that district.
I don't think so.
Not no more.
Not
I'm
no
glad
more.
they aren't, because that'd be bad.
Yeah.
That would be bad. Okay.
Next matchup, it was Warren Easton and Catholic of Baton Rouge. Donald, didn't you say Warren Easton was going to win this
I
football
picked them.
Final score, Catholic of Baton Rouge 39, Warren Easton 14.
Damn.
Dom.
Baton Rouge,
What?
Catholic and
No.
Baton Rouge is
That's the best team in the state of
39,
Louisiana.
Dom, I was
Yeah,
like,
uh-huh.
that's the best team in the state of Louisiana. You can't pick against
Well,
them.
you told me that, Horton, but
You see
You
it
had a
now.
feeling, huh? But,
Yeah,
man,
I
you
had a
gotta
feeling
see
that
it.
Warren was gonna take it.
I told you.
But you see it now.
I told you with Acadiana, they went into Maryland, beat that team.
Yeah.
They just beat one.
Yeah.
Them boys are the best team in the state. Anybody in the comments, it's no
You think so?
argument.
You think
it's not
so?
even close.
I honestly
think so?
with
Think
this
so.
victory,
But
with
that's
this
the
victory,
best team.
I think
best
it's
I think
team.
so. They just
Yeah.
dominated Warren Easton, a good 4A team who was in the state championship
Yeah.
2 years ago.
I think they're probably one of the best teams in the state right
I
now.
hear you, brothers.
Yep. How about
This one coming up is a big
St.
upset.
Thomas
Got
More
that one right.
against Neville? Hello, Walker Howard.
I went with them, baby.
When you went with Neville,
I went with STM.
Let me see the paper.
I went with Neville.
Yes, I did, because you was like, oh.
And STM won, huh?
Yes, they
STM.
did.
I ain't got the paper.
Come on, what was the score?
I know.
I'm not sure.
Final score 35-28. The Cougars go to Neville, one of the toughest places to play in the
Yeah.
state of
Yeah.
Louisiana, and they come out with a victory, 35-28. What a win!
By a touchdown. I mean, 35-28 says a lot.
But I'm gonna
You
tell
know?
you, I think whenever we talked, remember how I'd hate to play Acadiana after
Yeah,
that loss.
yeah.
I'd hate to play Neville after
Yeah,
this loss
yeah.
because
I
I
hate
think
to
it's
be
gonna
the
get
next
It was
ugly.
team.
crazy.
I hate to be the next
Neville
team
was
up.
winning 14-0.
Yes.
Yeah, they were.
Okay.
Final game, it was Calvary Baptist at Rummel. Just sounds good.
Right.
That game just sounds so good together. Rummel gets it done at home, 23-14.
Rummel's so good, man.
Other notable games. Iota gets it done over. Oh no, I read that wrong. Hello, upset. Hello,
Oh, that's true.
upset.
Iota.
You gotta go.
Yeah.
Oh, these games
Maybe
I got-
ETN played this game.
Jennings, first win of the season comes against Iota. Did you hear the score, Donald?
I'm sorry.
57-48. Jennings beats Iota tonight.
Come on.
Oh!
Maybe ETN found.
Yeah.
Maybe
ETN,
He finally
he finally got bail.
He found his cleats.
Evidently.
He got better from that
they've
little
been lost
injury,
for
that little
for
sickness or
3
whatever.
weeks
Because
now.
now, oh God, it was crazy.
And who they play? Iota.
Iota,
God's country.
man.
Thursday night, Delcom, upset of the year over
Right.
Catholic of New Iberia, 21-14.
If
Right.
they had a video, I think I shared it on our page. You need to see how small Delcom
Delcom
is.
is.
I don't
They're
know-
tiny.
I don't know how they won that game, but they did.
Congratulations to Delcom for sure.
Yes.
Southside gets it done against Barb at home. I heard it was a game of the year type of game. 42-35, Southside gets it done.
It was crazy. Southside was up, I think, 2 or 3 touchdowns. So Barb actually made a little push at the end.
Yeah.
Hey, give me Iota and Jennings score, guys.
It was 57-48, Jennings. All right, Ascension Episcopal blanks Jeanneret 44-0. Iowa hangs 50 on Lagrange, 50-19. They said this Iowa football team has 30 seniors.
Wow.
So
See,
it's either this
Talk about
year,
rebuild next year, huh?
this year, this year. If you don't win it this year, you
You ain't gonna win that all.
ain't gonna win it.
not right now. Anyway.
And another game of the night
Right
caliber. Catholic of Poincapie and Kinder came down to the last 20 seconds. Final score.
I saw that one. I saw
Catholic
that
of Poincapie 22, Kinder 21. That is your week 4 games.
Y'all called that game down the middle, right?
I sure
We
did.
sure did.
Because I know both of those teams, both of those schools support
Oh.
both of us.
Love
No,
both
let me
teams.
rephrase that. They did.
'Cause I was-
we did tonight.
I was talking to Jordy
Give me Kinder and,
Thursday at work. I said,
and
man, you got
Poincapie
both
again?
of those schools that
22,
support
21.
you.
That
They're
part-
22-21.
Thank you.
I was
Yeah.
like, I was talking to Jordy. I said, you got both of those schools that support you, and you
then
support
Delcom
them.
and,
That's a hard game to call because you don't want it to
21-14.
sound like
And
it's-
overtime.
Right.
Yeah, much love for Kinder, much love for Catholic
Oh,
of Poincapie.
yeah.
You've treated us so good these last few years.
Right. And I'm so excited.
It was hard to call that game Thursday night.
It was.
So much respect for both
Because-
programs.
Both teams did very well.
I want to say
And
that,
I ain't gonna
mean,
lie, I was not expecting that game from Kinder. So you gotta give it to Kinder, man. Them boys played
Kendrick
hard.
came out in the second half and just took over.
Yeah.
I mean, you
mean
have to
Poincapie?
say, it's getting week
Or-
4. It's just getting
yeah.
better and better.
Hey, show me that little dance
You know-
you did for jump around.
But this is what I was told.
Week 4 is just getting better.
They
and
said,
better.
and if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong. Y'all told me that Point Coupee did not throw the ball.
No.
They didn't throw the ball one
They
time.
didn't throw the ball
tonight.
one time.
Not
They
one
ran
time?
Not one
completely
time.
on the
All
ground.
time.
And you still can't stop it. That's crazy.
It's they average at least 4 to 5 to 6 yards
A pop.
every time they touch that
Now,
ball.
I'm gonna tell you, Jordy called me. I had finished my class. Jordy called me. Oh, what you doing? So you watching the game? I said no. He said turn it on right now. And when
that's
when I turned it on, they were driving and they scored. They took the lead. Then all of a sudden, they got the ball back, and it was like 2 plays or whatever, and it was just like a long run, and it was like, oh my
Yep.
God, it was unbelievable.
But
And,
that's-
you want to talk about games of the year?
Yeah.
That's
It's close to
a
it.
close
Look
to
at
it.
Jordy said.
As
He
long
was
as
at
with
one tonight.
Basile.
Right.
And he was at one Thursday. Is there any other ones?
Last Friday.
Last
yeah.
Friday.
Well, Hanson and
I was
Westminster.
in Panama.
Westminster.
Yeah, Hanson, Westminster.
that was
3 in a row.
Yeah.
Three in a row.
We've had 3 nail biters in a row with Under the Lights, and I can't say how
And the
excited
food was
I
good, huh?
Oh, yeah, it was.
Oh yeah.
The guy, thanks a lot, Westminster guy said he heard I was requested about cooking some jambalaya for their tailgating party, and he said he made sure they cooked jambalaya for
Man, I wish you
Under
do
the
it
Light.
again.
Tell you
good,
what, we had
yeah.
some pasta line last night.
Pasta laya?
We had some barbecue
Pasta
burgers
line?
tonight.
Yeah. It's
Hey,
Oh, yeah, we had some good food.
I need to get some of that action.
What's OHS cooking next week?
I don't know. I didn't talk to nobody yet. But
We
y'all,
need
we're
to
gonna find out.
find out. See that?
I mean, it's trembling. My team in Westminster, who they play next week? I know they're
That's
at
gonna
home.
be
we have
think
to
they-
find.
Ascension Episcopal, is it?
No,
No.
I think they start district next week.
We'll find out. We'll concentrate on that.
So
on
right now,
Wednesday.
everybody
I'm looking at it right now, hold
on.
going to district play.
Fellas,
I
if
think
you can start picking your helmet stickers of the night, okay? You can get as many as you want. This goes down as Thursday or Friday, okay?
Okay.
Helmet stickers of the night is who were you most impressed with this week? Their score, their game, their players. Who is you the most impressed with this week, and who do you think that deserves helmet stickers of the night
Sports teams.
for teams?
Hold on,
I got it.
I had one.
I'm going to say Kinder and Point Coupee, because that game itself was just, I mean, Basile game, guys, was great. It was a nail biter because you didn't know what was going to happen. You had a first-year quarterback that was huddling with 1 minute left, and he ended up winning the game for you. But you had ground and pound with Catholic of Point Coupee, plus Kinder had ground and pound as well. If it wouldn't have been for 40, was wide open at the end of the game, but he caught it with one hand instead of both hands. He dropped it. It's high school football. It's not college ball. It's not pro ball. These kids are 16, 17, 18 years old. They're young guys, but yet they play like they're in college. And it's just, to me, the game that really impressed me a lot was Kinder and Catholic of Point Coupee, because they went old school. They went running. They went between the tackles. They did traps. They did everything that they could do to win that game. Catholic of Point Coupee did not throw a pass that whole night, and that impressed me tremendously.
Right. But the only reason I got a winner and a winner. And another one that I would like to say is that I want to give a helmet sticker to Como.
Hello?
Como
Yeah.
defeating Lafayette. I got to give it to them. I mean, I can't say more than that. That's the shock. So I mean, so that's the helmet stickers that I got. My 3.
And Mr. Donald,
Yo.
hurry up and say Westminster plays Highland Baptist next week. So that's just to let you know.
Highland.
Wow.
Potential to go 5-0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Go
ahead. You got your helmet stickers wrote down, or
My
you
helmet stickers, I'm gonna go like this. I got 3 teams. And
Can't say
I had-
Opelousas.
And I know.
They haven't played yet.
I won't say that because they got the game tomorrow. But I'm gonna be different. I think I'm trying to be different for my guys to my love. But my helmet stickers, I want to go with Iota and Jennings game.
So you like Jennings
Yeah.
giving you sticker to them?
Yeah, I got to take my
Okay.
hat off to them. You know, I got to take my hat off to them, Jordan.
Hey, that's a big win for their
also-
program.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is.
Also, once again, LC has proven to us, you know, they're the team that deserve to be on top of the mountain.
LCA,
You know,
yeah.
Right.
yeah, LCA, and for STM to go up there to Neville.
It's a good one.
Right, that's a
and
real
beat
good one
Neville
too.
over there.
So
I mean, that says a lot.
Yeah.
That says a lot, big fellas.
Right.
So that's the three I'm gonna go with. And my top one is STM and Neville.
Right.
My main one, the main one I'm gonna pick is Turlins, and the next one I'm gonna go with is gonna be the last one. I'm gonna make it just too short and sweet. I'm gonna go ahead and give it to. No, I'm gonna go ahead and give it to Bazil because last play of the game like that, scored
Yeah.
touchdown. That's a good feeling for them kids. I'll give it to Bazil for that.
All right, fellas, I have 5. Here's
What
my
you
helmet
say?
stickers of the week.
Okay.
Basil gets it, final play of the game. There's my first one. Turlings gets it, finally getting over the Notre Dame hump. Turlings gets my helmet sticker. Pine Prairie, 4-0.
Yeah.
They get my helmet sticker. Going
There's
4-0.
just so many good
Yeah.
teams right now. It's hard to pick.
Westminster, 4-0. They get my helmet sticker. And final helmet sticker. How about a Voiles, ladies and
Right.
gentlemen?
A Voiles.
Another 50 piece. Donald,
I like to go see if they got a good running back or what.
you heard Donald?
Oh, I'm
A
sorry.
Voiles gets my last helmet sticker. Another 50 piece.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
great.
Any
Yeah.
of any of
350s.
Loyal fans
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
comments know
He's
like
your
who's the
offensive
stud?
coordinator.
Like I'd like to know.
Bazil.
Somebody's
Oh,
scoring
so
all them
that's the,
points.
Yeah.
He's a
And-
big running back.
Big running back,
If
yeah.
you Google him,
Oh,
he is
yeah.
huge.
But I wonder if it's him or if is there a tandem or what? Because man, they sharing the wealth somewhere to be averaging that many points.
Where Bazil
Right.
beat Grand Lake.
Folks, let's talk
He wants us to come this week,
Upset.
next week.
let's talk upsets of the night. Do you have upsets, or you want me to give you mine and y'all can feed off of it?
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna
got
do
it.
that.
Yeah,
I
before
got
we go,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I got one for sure. Go ahead though.
Here's
I got
my
one.
5 right off the back. Rain over Kaplan.
That's the one.
That's a
Got
big
that
one.
one.
Evangel over St. Ed's.
That's weird to say.
That's
but yeah.
weird, but it
It's
happened.
true.
0-3 versus 3-0
I
tonight.
don't think.
Right.
I mean,
and not close.
no.
Como over Lafayette.
Got that one too.
Delcom over Catholic New Iberia.
That's upset of the year.
Upset of
That's
the year.
Right.
And Jennings over Iota tonight.
I got that one too.
That's my 5. Y'all have any more y'all want to piece
No.
it in?
Nah, that's about it, bro.
Let's see.
Do
I
you
think-
call STM over
Excuse
Neville
my,
upset?
Jennings,
Not
Jennings
really,
over
huh?
Iota. Excuse
Yeah.
me, guys.
Jennings
Excuse
over
me.
Iota.
Yeah.
Material.
I mean, I wouldn't consider it an upset, but I'd consider a surprise.
It,
Maybe.
it's hard to say.
They were winless though.
Yeah.
It's hard to say this is an upset because they are good.
Talk to him, George. Talk to him, Holden.
I think.
I don't even know if I'm gonna say it's an upset. Westgate beating St. Martinville.
Yeah, that's.
I
that-
want-
Westgate's good, but St. Martinville is a projected 3A state champion.
Yeah.
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 Well,
I wouldn't say it's a.
it's hard to
They
say it's
still could do it
Right.
too.
They still can.
It's hard to
'Cause
say
they're
it's
not
an
district
upset
yet.
because Westgate's good, but
And you see, on that end of town, it's a rivalry. That's
Yeah.
why everybody expects so much out of both teams.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you got.
or you could
got-
say DeQuincy
in
beating
that area.
DeQuincy.
sorry.
Oh no, you can go. My bad.
You guys, you know, in that area, you got St. Martinville, you have Westgate, you have Nish, then you have Cecilia.
Yeah, all that
that's
little
all
crew right there.
right there. That's a little.
And the Bro Bridge is right in
Well,
that area
yeah.
too.
And I
You
got
know?
two more. I got two more to add. I got the A Meat over Patterson. A Meat was 3-0. I mean, Patterson was 3-0,
Yeah.
and A Meat was 1-1.
But it meets what
And-
4A.
Right,
Two
but
A.
still,
Two
2A.
A.
2A.
It means 2A. And then I hate to say this, and everybody, STM over Neville. That's
Yeah.
an upset.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
yeah.
you go to Neville
Yeah.
and beat them,
Yeah.
especially
The way I-
being down and then coming back.
Yeah.
That's
How
an
you feel
upset.
about that one, Holden?
What?
STM over Neville.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, we all know how good STM is, but that's you can say that's. I mean, that's a Neville's what 5A, 4A,
Neville is
Neville is
4.
4A.
4A, and then you're at their turf, and then
Right.
you were down 14.
You might as well be
I mean,
playing LSU or you.
It's hard to say it's
Lafayette.
an upset when
occasions.
I consider an
Field-wise.
upset is whenever you have a bad team that
Right,
just so happens to
Yeah,
win.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I could say I understand you saying that's an
Right.
upset, but I'm like what Donald said, maybe that's like
Well,
a robbery.
nobody projected STM to win. I mean, if you look at it, everybody that talked to they said, "Oh, STM has to go to Neville," and this, that.
Well, I
that.
tell you
So
what,
nobody wanted to
I
win.
did. I was
Yeah.
single-handedly by myself on that paper.
Well, I'm happy for you, but the
Well,
thing about
what's
it is
that?
that
Well,
and I'm talking
he picked,
about
STM.
everybody. He did pick.
Yeah.
Everybody that I talked to was like, "Oh man, they
Well,
got to
see,
travel over there." Well,
me
that's,
and-
so that's
me,
what I call
me
it.
and Donald go on past history with Neville.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Neville was
And-
STM back when we were in school.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I don't
You had
believe.
STM. You had Ruston
Ruston and Neville.
and Neville.
And
Right.
West-
And look, I'm gonna
West
tell you
Monroe.
now, I don't believe
West
in
Monroe, yeah,
if
yeah.
like I don't believe in if you see a team undefeated and they lose to a team that's 1-2 because that team that's undefeated could have played 3 bad teams.
Well, that's true,
So I
too.
don't ever look at that. So you
See,
know what
the
I'm gonna say
first-
is an upset, and just because they dominated. Turlings dominate Notre Dame. I consider
Yeah.
that an upset.
Yeah.
And I don't care if Turlings is undefeated, just because you've never seen Notre Dame in recent years get dominated like that.
Well, you
They got
gotta understand,
dominated.
too. But if you know the teams that 0-3 team played, and then you know the teams that 3-0 team played, and that 0-3 team beats that 3-0 team, yeah, that's an upset.
Not-
considering
not-
if you know, if Gary knows they lost to these 3 teams and they beat these 3
Yeah,
teams.
but okay, let's say you lost. Okay, so let's say Neville lost to STM, Catholic BR, and Acadiana by combined 8 points. But yet that 3-0 team beat Carroll, Port Barry, and Tara
Yeah.
by like 80.
No,
How
but
you
that-
gonna
that's
say-
what
how-
I just said.
But that's not an upset.
No,
though.
but you're contradicting what I just said.
How?
I said if I know who these 3 teams played and these 3 teams played and they're equivalent. And they're equivalent. They're the same power, the same everything, and this team beats that team. That's considered an upset because I know who that team played and I know who that team played and they were pretty good.
if they're
You know,
good.
that's my
Yeah,
point.
Yeah. Well,
If
say
I-
that next time.
Well, get out of here. But no, the thing about it is if I know who they played and all that, that's an upset. Now, I understand your point about, if they play 3 terrible teams. That's
Sorry, I didn't mean to
horrible.
put
Well, you
Port
see,
Barry
but
in
the
there.
thing
Just
about
crossed my mind.
well, the thing about it is that you got to look at their record who they played.
I'm not arguing.
If they played against
I'll say
some
if
terrible
I'm losing.
teams, that how can you call that an upset?
Well, no, that's what
Coach
that's my
Blanca,
point.
message me on Facebook. You need to step into my office right now. I'm pissed at y'all, mad at y'all.
I have
We was
noticed-
up 19-0, right? That's what it was.
I have noticed this past 4 weeks, a lot of these teams, majority of these teams that we are picking and covering,
Right.
have scheduled difficult games.
Right.
For their
Power
you
rankings.
got
Power
was it
rankings.
Karen Crow or whoever it was had the first 3 games were against state champions. from the
Acadiana.
previous-
Acadiana.
Acadiana
That was
from the
Acadiana
previous
Wreck
year.
Rams, defending state champion.
Okay.
But-
They also they've got teams going to Mississippi, Texas, Florida, Maryland,
Arkansas.
They are getting their kids ready for district doing this. And the next couple weeks is going to tell who's got the better team and who doesn't.
Are you saying they're wrong for doing that?
No, I'm
no,
saying
no.
Okay.
I'm saying they're doing the right thing by doing this, even though you could throw the first 4 weeks records out of the books when district hits.
Right.
Because the pros do it,
You're correct.
college does it. College schedules.
All right,
these-
look, let's have a friendly wager. All these teams right here, you can only pick one. Who is a guaranteed district champion?
Hold on. We're gonna do it one by one.
Guarantee?
Guaranteed, in your opinion, district
My
champion.
opinion, Westminster.
That's a grueling district.
Yeah, that is hard.
Just because of what they did tonight and the way that
You remember-
the coach has coached
They're-
these kids.
You remember who's
Yeah.
who's in it in that same district?
These two are going to fight it out.
And you got
Right.
St. Ed's and Sacred Heart also.
These two, I've watched these two teams play,
Let's go.
and I've watched what
And
St.
then you
Ed's has
have-
done.
Then you have them too.
I understand, but they got work to do.
Yeah.
They've got some work to do.
He says
These guys are together.
Catholic or Westminster. Donald,
I have to go with Catherine.
Catholic Point
Point
Creek.
Capri, yeah. The reason why I'm saying that because of the fact that, and no disrespect to Coach Travis Blaze and his group, and no disrespect to Point Capri, but you have to go with the depth of Point Capri.
Right.
You know, you have to go with the depth, and I mean, although I love my Sailors, it's just they don't have the depth to
Right now. But next year, but this year,
That's what I was about to do. Yeah.
I gotta agree.
It's between these two.
I agree. I think it's going to be
Catherine.
Okay. Here's my thing.
I put
if they
Basile in
beat Grand Lake next Thursday,
I'll go with them. Right.
I'm a believer.
No, hold on.
But I'm saying
They're not
right
in the
now,
same district, though.
No.
They're not in the same district as
Well,
these.
what I'm saying right now at this point in
I'm
time,
making,
Point in time,
I'm
I'd be
making my
between
point
these two.
right now,
Okay.
and it's right here. Kinder. I'm picking Kinder in their district.
And I'm with Jordy because we just look.
Gotta get,
Their district is not easy, but it's the easiest out of what's on this
Well, yeah,
table.
right.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, no disrespect, that's a tough district.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, it is. It most definitely
That's
is.
a very tough district.
Tough district.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got to cut it down.
No. Toughest district around? Probably that one over there.
OHS?
No, Port Barry.
Port Barry.
Oh,
LCA,
yeah.
you
Oh,
know.
Port Barry. Notre Dame,
Forgot about
LCA, Port Barry. That's the toughest district in the world.
Wait, who's North Central in?
They're in
Then
Catholic,
Catholic,
Westminster, OC.
I tell you,
When you look
Port Barry got the toughest
you look at
one.
OHS.
Oh, as far as the toughest district on this table, it's the PB Red Devils, Bubba. That's the
No.
toughest district
Well,
on this
Well,
this
you know,
table.
when you think about the toughest district, you think about LCA. And who else you think about?
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
And then
Notre
well,
Dame,
Lake
Notre
Arthur.
Dame, Welsh,
Lake Arthur.
Lake
Wells
Arthur.
scored 52 tonight.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's
Port
in
Barry has-
Port Barry's
We
district.
Port Barry
watched Wells
should not
play
be in that
Kinder,
game.
and that was a good game.
Yeah.
Welsh was running all over the field.
Let me give you
Passing all over the field.
let me give you upsets of the night. Let me give you headlines of the night. Then we're gonna have final words. Okay?
All right, that's cool.
Upsets of the night. Did I say them already?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did.
you
I
did.
said them.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, we did.
Let me give you games of the night then.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, games of the night, easy. Catholic appointed P and Kinder.
Yes,
Number one.
correct.
Basile and Hamilton Christian. Number two.
two, yes.
De La Salle over Lake Charles College Prep. Number three.
Yep.
Lowerville over Franklin.
Yes.
Number four.
That's good.
Ruston over Karen Crow. Number five.
Here we go.
Five game of the
I'll
weeks
give
right
you-
there. Y'all agree?
Yeah.
I'll give it to you.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm good with it. Yeah.
Headlines of the week. Listen to these, okay?
Uh-huh.
Evangel gets their first win over an undefeated St. Ed's. You have to point it out. They were on a 12-game losing streak.
Yeah.
That don't sound right with him.
Does
The
it?
term
No,
evangel.
no.
Big headline there.
That's why I'm just thinking about that.
Fourth down stop for Catholic appointed P and a thrilling win over
Right.
Kinder.
Yeah.
Basile at the buzzer.
Last
That's all you
play of
got to
the
say.
game.
Crazy
Playing basketball
upsets
right now,
in week 4. That's
Right.
that's a headline. Crazy upsets in week 4.
Oh, yeah. Big
Right.
time.
And final one. Statement wins for Rose Pond, Avoyos, Westminster, Abbeville to move
Yeah.
to 4.
Oh, yeah.
Correct.
Oh, yeah,
Most
definitely.
definitely.
That was some
That's-
big
that's-
wins.
that's
That was
simple.
some big wins.
Most
Okay.
definitely.
Yeah.
I put
Great,
Cloud Prairie in that, too.
great week. Crazy week.
Yes.
Loved every second of it. Donald, final words heading into week 5.
Going to week 5, now we got district play coming up. Now we're going to nice do or die.
Right.
Now we're going to see the true Boshings, the true Apple Society, the true
Yeah.
Pope Barrys, the true WCA fellas.
Right.
Now we're going to see what all the summer workout was all about. You know, the
Who could do it and who couldn't with
Right.
the schools
Yeah,
situation.
yeah.
Right.
Now we're going to see the summer workouts, how it paying out. Fellas, these teams here are going to have to make their district run and make it tough.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, you understand what I'm saying?
And I think
Because-
I think I put my closing statement earlier when I said these first 4 weeks were the toughest weeks in Louisiana high school football
Right.
in a very long time.
Baby, the
because
Charger is in the
coaches-
bag.
The coaches
The portable is
have
in the
put
bag.
it to their kids and said, "Look, we're going to put you against some hard teams because we know what district's going to look
Right.
like."
The
I didn't mean to
main
cut you
thing
off.
I gotta say on it, I think I'm like y'all. You know, who's gonna step up to district and go? Because these head-to-head, these first 4 weeks, have been really hard, really I'm thinking that it's how you're going to respond and how you're going to react, and will you be able to stay healthy and stay injury free? Because that's going to be the key to your success. Yeah. Right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. And this is the first one with full strength. This is the first one they were with full strength. So that's what I'm saying. I think that for district, who stays the healthiest and who can battle this COVID thing. Because I mean, sorry, you get somebody exposed, you know, you gotta throw that game away or whatever. I said it's so who can handle all of that? But this is where everything hits the road right now. You gotta get.
Yeah, I think Alphonse is captain. You battle with Parker and WCA.
Right. This is the year that they're gonna be probably battling it out. See, and I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be difficult between them, you know, because on a good day,
You're gonna have to
on a good day,
because I was at the game of OC when they played.
Right.
Oh yeah. There was some miscommunication between coach
Right.
and player.
Right.
Big time.
But hey, it's gonna get there. It's gonna get there. But anyway, I think that's it, Jordan. I think we have some great matchups coming up.
Hold on, you ain't heard nothing.
I know
Final words.
they've been planning.
Heading into week 5.
Shockers, man.
That's loud.
Wasn't expecting some of these scores tonight and some of the upsets and stuff. I'm like Mr. Donald, I'm kind of upset with my alumni right now.
Me and Gary ain't even talking about it.
Yeah, we'll leave that alone. Till next week.
He was up.
Well, you know what? Let me say this, fellas, and I'm gonna let y'all talk about that in. I'm still looking for a next year or two.
Oh yeah.
Reason being because we young freshmen and sophomores holding. That's what we gotta look at these folks.
The reason why I don't is because we're supposed to be a 5A powerhouse, and we're on the North Shore area where a lot of good athletes come out of. Like in our district, when I was in school, I think we have like 7 or 8 kids who are in the NFL when I was in school right now. And we have a lot of kids in the North Shore area right before you get on the bridge to New Orleans, that whole area. And I expect better from our history standpoint what we've been. But you can't do nothing about injury. We go up 19-0 and the star quarterback goes down, and then you give up 35. So that something tells me when he got hurt, you were shutting him out, and then as soon as he gets hurt after halftime, you give up 35 points. That tells me when he got hurt, the whole team must have went down with him.
Wow.
So I just hope that's not a sign to come. If he's out multiple games, it might be a bad tough year. But the positive is something.
How about a sneak peek into week 5?
Watch these games,
You
y'all.
thought week 4 was hard, Donald? Keith? Gary?
I'm ready to hear it.
Let's go with it.
Listen to these sneak peeks into week 5. How about Notre Dame and Cecilia playing next week, boys?
Ouch.
Hello.
Welcome to the real world now.
Keep in mind what happened to Notre Dame.
That's what I said, fellas. Now we're gonna find out who is the real Notre Dame and who is the real Cecilia.
Notre Dame coming off of a loss.
Oh,
Wow. I tell you what, I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna tell you who I'm gonna pick.
Don't pick nobody now. Let's not pick nobody now. Let's wait for win.
You got OHS Abbeville. You got Bass Hill Grand Lake next week. You got Westminster Hamilton
I'm with
Christian next
Keith.
week. That's just some mini ones. That ain't the big ones.
Wow.
You got OHS and Abbeville. And let me tell you something, fellas. Don't think that OHS is gonna be geared up for the game. Oh yeah, I'm telling you.
Oh, they are gonna be
Yeah, like I said, we covering that game, right?
Yeah, we are covered.
Yeah, for the third time.
I just want to remind you because you be getting sidetracked sometimes.
We want to make sure they got the food right now. We gotta get that right.
Yeah, you got the hookup on that. Give us some food.
How about Catholic upon the knee and Episcopal next week?
Come on,
Ascension Episcopal.
Episcopal of Baton Rouge
Episcopal
and
of Baton
Catholic
Rouge.
upon the
all I
knee.
do is a physical.
There's two. This is the good one.
This is the Episcopal football team that dropped an extra point that could have beat LCA in the semifinals, quarterfinals last year.
That's not one. I think
That's that Episcopal
that
football.
defense-
Which one is the blue short?
Blue
That's
Gators.
Blue Gators. That's essential Episcopal in young.
this is the team. I think their defensive lineman or
That's the
offensive lineman is getting
Episcopal
recruited by
that
LSU.
the one that
Okay.
This is the team that should have beat LCA last year in the playoffs.
This team
Dropped
is-
the extra point.
This is gonna. We're gonna see how good Westminster is. This one.
No,
Yeah.
no, you're talking about Catholic.
Oh, Bunker B. Yeah, my bad.
All right, next game up. It gets better. Ruston, St. Thomas More meet next week.
We still, you want to give a take on that one? Rusty and
Well, yeah, sound like some owls.
I mean, how about Westgate and Lake Charles College Prep?
That's cool. That could be a 60-something point game.
You got kids signing for LSU on both teams.
Right? You guys true?
You're gonna have probably a 50-60 point game. No defense that day.
It only gets better.
Stay on the field.
Hey, speaking of LSU, I got Edna Carr versus St. James next week.
Oh my God.
A lot of LSU prospects on both
Both
teams.
teams. Both teams.
You got Chaz Preston for St. James. He's the number 10 receiver in the country. You got Edna Carr, Aaron Anderson, top 10 receiver in the country. Their defensive lineman. Oh my God.
Aaron Anderson ran back 3 touchdowns.
You saw what he did against John Curtis?
Oh my God.
You can't stop that.
Unbelievable. Let me tell you something. The best is yet to come. The best is
Then
yet to
you
come.
got that the lineman, the offensive lineman
Yeah.
for Catholic High.
Now, you know what?
Liberia, that kid played perfect guard for his AU team against us. You remember that when we played him against Northside? And we played them at Northside. Yeah. The kid George, the kid is 6'7" and 325 pounds.
Look at Glenn Baby Davis.
Yeah.
We played against Big David.
Yeah.
I'll watch this.
What
one
is the
now.
reason? The only reason
We
why?
actually beat University.
No, I thought that was the reason why Corberry didn't run a state title was because of him.
No, we beat University.
That kid perfect guard played
Because I
against
know Corberry went it. I think they went there
Because they shut it down. I don't know if they may have beat us, but we shut him down.
St. Aug versus Brother Morton next week.
Ooh, St. Aug.
Karen Clough versus St. Martinville next week. West Monroe versus Neville next week.
Oh my God.
Oh, Battle of North Louisiana.
I'll tell you, I wish some of these games,
Monroe
if they had their own
City.
coverage team, that's fine. I wish some of these games we can just go and watch.
We can go to
You see, like this, like Mysterio?
Same one? No.
Mysterio?
Karen Clough, St. Martinville. They play the same night that OHS.
I knew that because she played.
Hey, final game. That's the close.
Played against
All
my
right,
son.
we're gonna end it on this one. Did you just say Catholic Baptist is the best in the city?
The older one.
I'll say I just know Chase.
Because
Catholic of
Chase
Baton
must have
Rouge
just graduated
comes down
last year. She
next
realized.
week.
Chase graduated.
Title country.
That's the year Danielle graduated.
Okay, Chase.
Catholic of Baton Rouge and LCA next week at LCA.
Against Danielle now.
That's a game to go watch.
Come up by 10, boy.
Now,
That's gonna
Danielle
figure
was
out
I
who's-
can't wait to see who y'all pick next week.
That's gonna be the best. That's probably your two best teams right there in the state.
That's the game.
I already got my pick. I'm gonna see it.
Don't say nothing. Can't say nothing till Wednesday.
I already got my pick.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been fun. We're going to Kings. We're going March. From myself, from Mr. Donald, from Mr. Keith, from Mr. Gary, from Mr. Holden, Holly, Espen, Cookie, the whole other lights team. It has been fun. We enjoyed it. We'll
Well,
sign
he ready to
off.
go eat, y'all.
You better go eat, man.
So,
Look at you.
I just want to give some love to our helmets here before we close it down.
Get
Daniel Francis, he let you keep that up?
No,
I know that. I know he ain't gonna let you keep
No.
that one.
We want to take a special thank you to Daniel for allowing us to show off his helmet. This is not for us. This is Daniel Francis's helmet. This is a national championship helmet and a Senior Bowl helmet. He got stickers on it.
Hey, y'all.
Daniel, we owe you big time. Thank you, thank you,
You know
thank
what
you.
helmet we need to get next for the state? Whenever we go to the state championship in the Superdome, I'm gonna go as head in the Cubs head coach.